Wayne Gretzky. They meet next. Angeles at the Forum, and one of the reasons is Wayne Gretzky. He's the one who brought it here, but tonight he comes back in a different uniform. The legend of the game's greatest began in Edmonton. When they wanted the Sun Belt, they called on 99.
If I can be a small help to the National Hockey League and to the LA Kings, and that's what I'd like to do.
I've got a ticket to the new fashion show. I'm gonna take you where the norm never go. I've got a ticket to the new fashion show. Gonna blow people away.
He scored! Wayne Gretzky wins it for Los Angeles!
It's gonna show you a new sensation. It's like a trip on a new vacation.
Nice pass to Gretzky. Gretzky with Daniel moving in. Gretzky scores! A perfect shot!
I have no regrets. I have no bad feelings, and move along in life. And I love my time in Edmonton. I really love my time in LA, and I think I'm gonna have a great time playing in St. Louis.
I've got a ticket to the new fashion show. I'm gonna take you where the norm never go. I've got a ticket to the new fashion show. Gonna blow people away.
And yes, it is the return of Wayne Gretzky, where he played for over 7 years. The Forum in Los Angeles as the Blues come to town to take on the Los Angeles Kings. Hello, everybody. Gary Thor. Great to have you with us here. It is the return night. And when you're living in the time of legends, do you really know it? When you watched Babe Ruth swing a bat, did the people then understand? When they watched Jim Brown run, did they have any comprehension of how great he was? When you watch Michael play basketball, do you really appreciate what you're seeing? Well, it's the same question for Wayne Gretzky. Tonight, he returns to the Los Angeles Forum in a St. Louis Blues uniform, and it is a question of greatness, Bill Clement.
It's greatness. It's also pressure, but Wayne Gretzky is so used to pressure, it won't be any different tonight. He's been pressuring himself to succeed and achieve ever since he was shooting a rolled-up pair of socks with his grandmother as the goaltender when he was 4 years old. And maybe Gary is right. Sometimes we lose sight of the greatness that Wayne Gretzky brings to the ice surface night after night. So we decided to go back and look at some of the numbers that he has put up, not only with the LA Kings, but before that with the Oilers. His 696 games generated just the 1,669 points, 539 games with the Kings, 918 points. Yes, Wayne Gretzky will feel pressure here tonight because it's his inaugural return to the LA Forum, but Wayne Gretzky knows pressure and has known it his entire life.
The crowd has already seen Wayne Gretzky on the big screen here at the Forum. They have already started the applauding. When he was here with the Los Angeles Kings, of course, he represented the best of the NHL under the sun. So tonight, the great one comes back to the Forum. When we return, we'll see his entrance on the ice in LA for the Blues. Los Angeles organization, the Kings on the big screen over center ice that you see right there, ran a clip of some moments with Gretzky in a Kings uniform, scoring some of the big goals that he has had. His wife Janet is on hand here tonight to see this game, as are a lot of the friends of Wayne Gretzky, both from Los Angeles and from elsewhere. But his wife was not going to miss this return.
No, I don't think Wayne even knows how to burn bridges, should he ever want to for whatever reason. But Wayne leaves a kind of a positive glow in every city that he touches. Edmonton was the first one, Los Angeles the second one.
Los Angeles Kings are coming out first, led by Kelly Rudy, who will make the start in net tonight. But that's not what people are waiting for. The St. Louis Blues, Grant Fuhr, will make the start, and there's Wayne Gretzky.
Well, see some people clapping, but it was kind of mixed.
And some boos and some silence. It was not an overwhelming reaction in Wayne Gretzky's return here. Hard to believe, as some of even the Los Angeles Kings have said, that there is some negativism that has attended the move of Wayne Gretzky to St. Louis by the folks here in LA who cheered him for those 7 years plus. But I guess that is the nature of the beast in this day and age. When we come back, Wayne Gretzky will be out there at center as the St. Louis Blue, and we'll have the Kings and the Blues. Forum, a business partner and friend of Wayne Gretzky for the years that he was here, the man who spiced up the hockey world with his activities here in Los Angeles and then saw so much of it crumble in his own life. And here, Bruce McNall, the former owner of the Kings, on hand for tonight's game. He'll be right along the ice. There's Wayne. A lot of familiar faces he'll be looking at. Maybe a wink or two along the way down the boards before it starts, but not after.
That's how he says hello. I mean, he doesn't go around waving. I mean, with everything Wayne Gretzky has done, except the way he plays hockey, is really understated, including saying hello to people when they're in the stands and he's on the ice.
And he plays here tonight under even more difficult circumstances. He's got a 6-year-old daughter who tomorrow will go into the hospital here in Los Angeles to have an eye operation. She has wandering eye. They're going to tighten the muscle. He's going to stay here tomorrow while that goes on. So in all of this, he has that personal thing. While it's not considered a serious operation, if it's your child, it's serious. We're underway, and great to have you with us. Al McGinnis of the St. Louis Blues dumps it back in behind the net. Blues losing last night in Anaheim and losing badly. Flipped up in the air and into the zone by Nordstrom. Boy, some of these names, you're going to wonder if you're a hockey fan, why are they playing in that uniform? We're going to get our first whistle. Bill McCreary's got a high sticky call coming here. Out at center ice, it looked like, away from the puck, and it's going to be on the Los Angeles Kings. Short-handed Nordstrom, coming back from a knee problem, is going to have a chance to rest it right away.
His first shift as an LA King. He came in the big deal. We'll be talking about the big deals that guys came to teams as a result of all evening long, and this is part of it. Nordstrom came from the Rangers, and the big deal that sent Shane Churlo along with Yari Curry and Marty McSorley to the New York Rangers. Larry Robinson, John Purpich, the rest of the coaching staff can't just write the players' numbers down when they're putting the lines together in the mornings. They have to write their names out because they don't even know the numbers yet.
They're in the same situation we're in. It comes back and cleared in. A power play opportunity for the St. Louis Blues. You see their effectiveness. Los Angeles in penalty killing, 18th in the league. Neither of these teams has got specialty team unit numbers that make them proud. John Bruce banged up against the side by Shane Corson. Flipped back into the corner. Corson dumps it. Hull, Gretzky, and Corson on the power play. Cleared in by Pronger. Chris Pronger working a point with Al McGinnis. Gretzky on the near side. Back up to McGinnis and some boos and some cheers when Gretzky touched the puck. Listen.
Become a competition between the boors and the cheerers.
Hull tried to center it back out. Pronger's got it on the far side. Pronger all on the near side point. Power play here for the Blues. They were devastated last night by Anaheim and then lost 5-1 because they were beaten. Shot in front. Kelly Rudy knocks it away. Kelly Rudy in net for Los Angeles has not won in his last 8 starts. Kelly Rudy is back in there tonight because Brian Defoe, the man who had been getting all the starts, 5-6 consecutive, had not been winning either.
No, he got pulled in his last outing. Byron Defoe did. And Kelly Rudy actually came in and did a good job in relief, but it has not been an easy stretch, folks, for the LA King before Wayne left here and since Wayne has left.
It is a struggle right now for Los Angeles. Intercepted by Yannick Perreault. Third back out the center. Power play down to 40 seconds remaining on it. Perreault working out there in the penalty killing unit. Chase back in behind the net. Of course, Grant Fuhr's 70th consecutive start for the St. Louis Blues. Brought back up far side. Al McGinnis in the power play. Ducked back in for Hull. 25 left on the power play. Cleared around for Al McGinnis. Comes back out the center. Could not hold it in, and he dared not charge with Perreault coming up the boards. Back out at center ice. They'll regroup. St. Louis Blues. Kravchuk's come out on the power play. 14 left to go on it. Banged away at center. A defensive play made by Sean O'Donnell, number 6 of the Kings, and then finally cleared out of the zone. And that is going to just about do it. Time running out on this power play opportunity. Early in the game, it is over. Blues do not convert. Kings are back at full strength. 0 for 1 on the power play for St. Louis. Jammed up in the air by Doug Smolek. Smolek, number 2 of Los Angeles. Leach was all over him. Cleared back to the blue line, and the St. Louis Blues will regroup there as the Kings make changes the other way. And it's going to be a lot of ice time here for Gretzky, as he did not play a lot in the third period last night when the St. Louis Blues got so far behind. Ooh, what a shot on the far side. Craig McTavish.
Well, he's in his first shift as a St. Louis Blues player. He didn't make game time last night in Anaheim, so here's his first shift as a member of the Blues.
Shot in from outside. Save made and covered up by Grant Fuhr, and Steve Finn's blue line opportunity. We're underway. Gretzky's return, no score. The Kings of the Blues. McTavish is still walking.
No, this is not a game for sissies. Yes, it is a contact sport. Ask Craig McTavish, his first shift as a member of the Blues, but Steve Finn got the better of him on that one. Craig McTavish came here from the Philadelphia Flyers, did not arrive in time last night to play in Anaheim. Dale Howardchuk went the other way and scored last night for the Flyers.
And McTavish in his 1,031st game. Smolik from the point, deflected as an empty net as Fuhr got knocked down, but they could not dump it back in. Pearson did not get it up. Centering pass just wide on the far side for Seplikov. Seplikov was cutting in on the right wing almost. He had a net to shoot at and he was able to get to the puck. Creighton running it down on the far side. Murray Barron there with him. Barron had the only goal in last night's game, held in by Seplikov again. Good hard checking line, jammed away by Fuhr, gloves it up in the air. As Yachmanev, the second leading rookie scorer, down there with Kristich. And they had the opportunity and Grant Fuhr made the save.
Okay, the Kings are just missing a couple of defensemen and they'd have their Russian unit. Kristich and Yachmanev and Seplikov, the forward line that was out there, just did a terrific job of really hunting the puck down. It was Yachmanev that tried the real slick pass to Seplikov that misfired. But after that, they really hunted the puck down. I mean, talk about some aggressive forechecking. First try was a screenshot from the point. Grant Fuhr sees a screen. He kicks it out real quick.
Grant Fuhr made it through the first period last night and then was removed from the game. Took the loss in it. 70th consecutive. Has made all the starts. He holds the record at 75 appearances. And he certainly is going to beat that NHL mark that he set. Leach trying to jam it up. Clears it out for the Blues. No score early on. Shots are 3-1 in favor of the Kings. Finn comes back to get it. Finn clears it off the boards. Los Angeles Kings have been devastated by injuries all season long. It continues in this game tonight. Rod Blake, Tony Granato, Kevin Stevens, John Slaney, Craig Johnson, Ian LaPerriere, all power players, all offensive players for them are all out of the lineup. I mean, it's been that way all year for Robinson's team. Brought back in by Perreault. Perreault did the 360 at the blue line. Chipped back into the corner by Finn, who made a good move to hold it. Centering pass. Save made by Fuhr. That puck deflected in on him hard, and he was going down on his knees and able to make the save. Kelly Rudy watches that one go back in behind the net. The Kings back Boucher. Boucher drops it off to Finn. Gretzky's out there. Some boos, some applause. Moved back in by Drews to Ray Ferraro. Ferraro is playing in his second game as a King, wearing number 20 out there. There they have to Gretzky. The two top offensive lines matching up against one another at the start of this game. Kelly Rudy held on to it behind the net. Christus trying to clear, could not. Dumped to the near side corner. Kings the opportunity here. Can't do anything with it on the high flip out the center. It ends up going over the glass. Our Red Dog League leaderboard is about Grant Fuhr, the netminder for the St. Louis Blues. 70 games for him, the longest streak in the National Hockey League, with Martin Brodeur well behind. And he will, in all likelihood, start every single game.
Might be one of those records that is not beaten. I never say the record will never be beaten. Here's a save by Grant Fuhr. But this may be one of those records that will live as close to forever as you can get. How's that?
That's pretty close. You're probably right. They'll have to go through a lot of expansion and expand the season, like 150 games probably, for somebody to break it. Brett Hull on the far side. Dumped back in behind the net by Adam Creighton to Hull. Great save by Kelly Rudy. Point shot. Pronger deflected wide by Hull. Two chances for Brett Hull. First one a shot. Next one a tip. Rudy made a great save on that first chance as Gretzky set up Brett Hull in front. Kings able to survive that one. John Drews dumps it in. Drews out on that line with Ray Ferraro. Coming out to get it was Fuhr and Adam Creighton. As this line with Hull and Gretzky has had a lot of others playing on it.
Brett Hull said tonight before the game that there were 8 different players that played the left side with Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hull last night. I think more than anything else, Mike Keenan is looking for the right combination. That Brett Hull and Wayne Gretzky both hope that he finds it and that they find it quickly.
They may want to go back and get Teemu Selanne and try and put him in another uniform.
Too late.
Too late. Brought back in. Yachmanev, the rookie in the corner, hit by Shane Corson hard from behind. Cleared up on the near side boards. Seplikov got it out of there. Back on the attack. Bopat. John Bopat, 22-year-old rookie. Bopat moving it in. Lost it in behind the net. Kravchuk trying to clear it up. Hudson on the far side boards got pinned in. Able to control it to Bopat. Up comes Glenn Anderson. Glenn Anderson dumped it back into the middle. Good pass shot. Rudy got out there. May have deflected it wide on the cut down the left wing side by Corson. Kelly Rudy looks sharp early on. Back up to Dmitry Kristich. Kristich sends it into the corner. Siplikov out there with him. Kristich, Siplikov, and Youngsmanov up front. Could not control it in the zone. Corson brings it the other way and sends it in. Glenn Anderson giving chase. He'll get squeezed out of the play. Philippe Boucher, 26, one in the corner to get it. Comes back out the center. Both teams changing. El McGinnis dumps it back into the zone. A lot of fire to start the game. A lot of emotion in it here. McGinnis stepped up to intercept. Dropped back into the middle. Good play by McGinnis to keep it in. Backhand centering pass goes wide. Good opportunity down low. Rock Pearson, though, had no one to receive it. McGinnis again back out at center. Los Angeles Kings have lost their last 3. They are 6 points out of a playoff spot behind Winnipeg. And they have 11 games left to play. Dumped off the near side boards. And Brett Fuhr, mercy.
Hit the crossbar.
Immediate single, there was no goal. Craig McTavish comes the other way. Puck loose along the blue line, and the Blues will have to regroup. Banged off the crossbar. Fans were up, but Bill McCreary, the referee, was right there at the side of the net and immediately signaled that it was a no-goal. Eric Lacroix sent it back into his own end. Nordstrom there. Nordstrom on the near side. Both teams changing it up. 12:22 to go. Furious pace in the first period without whistles. Sent it to the corner. Patrice Cardiff, one of the newly acquired Kings. Cardiff in the corner. Cardiff dumped it back behind him. And Ferraro trying to dig that one out. Coming in to help out Pronger. Pronger cleared it. Or he sided reverse direction to Adam Creighton. Cleared back up. Gretzky's up leading the attack here at center. They crisscross. It'll be flipped in. They were in the middle of a line change there. Gretzky stays out. Kelly Rudy the hard around to the near side point. Pronger. Pronger trying to dump it back in for Creighton. Couldn't get it to him. Hull behind the net. Hull up for Gretzky. It got deflected to John Drews. Drews sends that one to Ray Ferraro. He had it poke checked away by Gretzky. Still loose out at center ice. And they'll have to come get it on the near side boards. They'll just dump it in as Drews sent it down the board. Pronger was there on the far side. It's tipped back out the center. Good hard checking here in this first period. Not a lot of room to skate. Shots are 4-3 in favor of the Kings. No score up on the board. These teams have played 3 times, and each has won 1, and the last game ended in a tie. Last time these teams will meet during the regular season. Came off the skate of Potamski. Barry Potamski wearing number 40. Yet another rookie for the Kings out there. Knocked away by Hull. Hull trying to move it in. Got pinned up. Finn will go after the puck as Hull headed to the bench. Says it puts the hit on Finn.
And there have been so many changes for both of these teams that those numbers of the previous meetings between the two teams are as irrelevant as they would ever be, because the teams do not even resemble the teams that put those other numbers up.
They're almost the opposite. The guys are playing on the other side.
Just reverse it in. Put a different heading.
It's still 1-1 and 1. Back down the middle. Fuhr on the wide shot. Nathan Lafayette the opportunity. Sazzle on the rebound. Near side for Leach. One of the acquisitions from the Boston Bruins. Cleared back into the zone. Volpat goes back to get it. Volpat behind the net for the Kings. Volpat teamed up with Doug Smolik. The 2 defensemen out there, and another couple of youngsters for Los Angeles. They've gone the young route. Yannick Perreault cleared it into the zone. Leach took it away. Leach can't get it by. Good play by Youngsmanov, who held it in. Coming over to help out Perreault. Up along the blue line. It's pushed out the center. Kings were still in the zone, and Shane Corson had banged it away. Al McGinnis drops it back on the far side for Murray Barra. Both teams coming over the benches, and not easily. Falling down, poor Steve Leach on the far side, got caught on the door.
Well, he fell, but at least he fell near the door.
That's right, and made his way onto the bench, so there was no penalty. Back on the Blues on the near side, Mike Hudson. Hudson dumps it in. Glenn Anderson going back to get it. Wolfpack put the hit on Anderson. Center. Shane Corson save made by Kelly Rudy. He was down low. Kravchuk shot. It's loose. Goes behind the net. Hudson centered pass knocked away. Blues putting the heat on here. They've had a couple of good scoring chances. Pronger trying to hold it in along the line. Could not. Hello. Up they go. Set the top. Over the top. Here's Glenn Anderson. Anderson moves it over there. Nasty tried. He got leveled along the blue line by Sean O'Donnell. What a shot by O'Donnell.
He's a big kid, O'Donnell. Man, I tell you what, when he catches you, bang.
Glenn Anderson tried to clear and could not. Keep your head up, folks. Shane Corson sends it in. Corson gets hit on the far side by Nordstrom. Kelly Rudy plays it up. Fans are buzzing on this one. Lacroix dumped it back into the middle. It rolls into the corner. Chased down by Kevin Todd. Todd felt the heat coming. He turns around in the corner with Rob Pearson on him. The 2 number 12 doing battle. Todd trying to swing it around. Penalty coming up. It'll be on the St. Louis Blues for holding.
You know, you'd think that with all of the hits, some of them would have been called as penalties, but they have not been because they've all been good hits. Good, clean hits. There's the one that O'Donnell laid on Glenn Anderson. Oh, baby, Anderson never saw him coming.
Wayne Gretzky acquired from Los Angeles for Craig Johnson, who is injured, Patrice Tardif, who is playing, Roman Vopat, who is playing. The Los Angeles Kings still could make the playoffs, but they've really got to juice it up.
It's going to be a tall order with all of the injuries that they have. If Rob Blake was healthy, if Tony Granato was healthy, and we wish Tony Granato a quick recovery. He had to have surgery on his brain because of a problem with the vascular problem that created all kinds of headaches and migraines. It was serious, too, after a concussion. So Tony's recovering. The surgery was successful. We wish him a speedy recovery.
Power play underway here for the Kings. Shot on Fuhr, ripped wide near side. Pearson's out on the holding call at 11:05. Power play unit for Los Angeles out there. It has struggled this season. Eric Lacroix working it from behind the net. Out along the point. They've got Philippe Boucher. He centered it, knocked away by Fuhr. Boucher out there with Vopat at the point. They set Gary Suchuk up in front. Really only one man bracking the umbrella power play, and that was he, but unable to hold it in. Vopat. Don Vopat goes back. Vopat called up on 3/15, March 15, to join this team from the minors. You see the power play that has struggled for the Kings. Kristich holding it over there. That's Los Angeles, 11th overall, 7th at home, and 23rd on the road. Shot save made by Fuhr and Kristich. Dmitry Kristich wound up and got all of that one. Corson clears it out of the zone. Hull was out there in the penalty-killing unit. Gretzky will work some time in the penalty-killing unit as well. Back the other way, Siplakov moves it in for the Kings. Kings have 46 left on the advantage. Back up at the near side point as they changed it, with Nordstrom now working right there at the top of that power play. Kicked back up to Nordstrom, and he got it along the blue line to hold it in. Siplakov reaching for that one, can't get it. Pronger cleared it out of the zone for the Blues. Nordstrom comes back to get it. 29 left on the advantage. First power play opportunity the Kings have had in this game. Siplakov brought back near side. Now they'll set it up along the near side boards. Kristich again getting it to Ray Ferraro down low. Ferraro looking up top. Nordstrom there. Nordstrom, the Blues chasing. McTavish out there killing penalties. Ray Ferraro. Ferraro sends it wide side. Kings were moving for that wide side post. Ferraro gets it back. Blues challenging the puck. Ferraro will take it back in behind the net. Penalty is over. Back at full strike. And they're 0 for 1 in the power play. Held the Kristich down low. Kings did not convert on their first power play chance. Ray Ferraro knocked down. Puck comes back into the middle, and the Blues, Rob Pearson will start it out at center. Back for Pearson. Comes off the boards. Pearson squeezed out of the play. Hard over there. McTavish, though, kept it alive. Rob Pearson. Pearson down in behind the net. Back for McTavish. McTavish looking for McGinnis. Couldn't get it through the middle. Nordstrom straight back, made the good play.
Well, I'll tell you what, Manny Nordstrom's made the most of his first couple of shifts as an LA King. He took out 2 guys along the board. The Rangers were really hard-pressed to keep him, and they really were disappointed they had to let him go, but they had to make the deal.
Shot goes wide by Smolik. He just wasn't going to get the playing time. Ooh! Shot missed on the far side. That's mercy. Over there on the far side, Peter Zezel of the Blues went flying into that boards. Now McGinnis sends it back out into the middle of Zezel. He just got right back up and stayed with it. Zezel moves it in. 5:56 left here in this first period that has been full of fire for both teams. Knocked away at center. Blues have got to get back on side too, and it's dumped a little deeper. Tony Twist out there now wearing 18 for the Blues, who got that one back into the zone. Up the boards, Potamski trying to get it out. Potamski at the blue line, couldn't clear it. Back behind the net, Smolik, brother. Smolik near side, both teams changing. Barry Potamski, his 31st National Hockey League game. Cleared back in as they were onside. Gretzky in the middle. The shot save made Kelly Rudy as Creighton tipped it on him. Back upside for Leach. Leach had it knocked away on the boards, and good work by Gary Shuchuk over there. Leach, though, dug it out. Leach is a grinder in the oldest tradition of the NHL.
And a good one, too. And the Blues got tougher, and they got to be a better grinding team when they acquired Steve Leach and also Pearson.
Here's Hull from Gretzky, and he ripped it wide. Gretzky set him up. Adam Creighton. Gretzky into the middle. It was blocked by Shuchuk. Shuchuk cleared it out of the zone. On the chase, Murray Barron. They've got a 2-on-1. The shot, Barron saved. Fuhr, rebound. Where is it? In the crease somewhere, and they get the whistle. And down they go. Yee-haw.
Kevin Todd standing there looking up, and I mean up, at both Adam Creighton and Pronger. couple of minutes ago, the LA Kings just about had a 1-0 lead. Kevin Todd's pass to Gary Shutchuk. Bing! Crossbar action.
Gretzky trailing. Gretzky looking. Gary Curry. McSorley to Gretzky. He did it! He did it! A grand goal scorer in National Hockey League history is Wayne Gretzky. One of the many magic moments for Wayne Gretzky as he became the all-time goal-scoring leader. Did that in a Kings uniform. It was part of the video they showed the crowd before tonight's game.
Didn't work. I mean, the people that are booing obviously forgot all of those great moments that Wayne Gretzky provided here for them, but rejection is one of those things that takes time to get over, and I'm sure that's what the fans here are feeling, that their team and their support was rejected by Wayne Gretzky.
Van Pure knocked that one down with a stick. Gretzky on the near side, tried to get it out of there. It rolls up to Finn of the Kings. Finn will tip that one back into the corner. Pronger working out there. Pronger, Kravchuk are together defensively for the Blues. Finn again. Kings again after clear. Kelly Rudy holds it up behind the net. A long season for Kelly Rudy this year. No wins in the last 8. Ed Hull cutting out in front. Gretzky tried to hit him, but it got deflected at the blue line. Good opportunity right there. Tardy dumps it back into the corner. Cruz is there. Tardy, Cruz, and Ferraro are now out there for the Los Angeles Kings. Shot deflected off the boards, wide of Van Pure. Gretzky will pick it up on the near side and clear it out.
You know, the LA Kings would like to have a defense pair out there against the Gretzky unit that makes sense. They don't have a pair of defensemen that make sense to match against the Wayne Gretzky line. That's why Ray Ferraro, Patrice Tardif, and John Druce are the checking line. A brand new line. I mean, you can say that, though, about every combination you see on the ice for the LA Kings. There are no easy answers.
Yannick Perreault, Grant Fuhr again the save off the shoulder. Harry Robinson said tonight, I have not used the same lineup in 2 games this year because of all the injuries and all the trades. Back down low, Corson tried to center. Again, Hull was set up in front. Banged off the boards and out. Hull loves to get in that high slot area for chances if they can hit him. Couchman have left it. Far side tip goes wide. Chris Dixon, we got a man in the net, but no puck, and a penalty coming up. Delayed call. Shot deflected in the air off Murray Barron's stick, waiting for the whistle, and there it is. The Kings are going to get the power play. Somebody put the cross-check on and leveled him right into the net. Watch the action here. Going to the net, that is Hudson who put the hit on. There's Hudson right there.
These are the only Kings left from their 1993 team that went to the Stanley Cup Finals. Tony Granato was one of them. Technically, what Tony had was called intracranial hematoma, and he underwent surgery on the 14th of February. One of the problems that he had was serious short-term memory loss. He couldn't even remember some of the names of the guys on his own team.
Centered shot. What a save by Fuhr. Rebound run in on him. And again, a big pile up in front. And Shane Corson and Al McGinnis there for the Blues. Being separated, Yannick Perreault got leveled into Grant Fuhr, who made a spectacular save as the power play's underway. But there's going to be another penalty, at least one picked up here.
Yannick Perreault kind of turned into a cross-checking dummy out there. You know, like that blocking dummies in football? It's like the Blues are practicing their cross-checking on Yannick Perreault.
Al McGinnis is going to the box to join Hudson.
Well, there it is. That was a cross-check by Shane Corson, but Al McInnes is the guy that got the penalty.
The second one, did you see that?
There's the first one, and there's the second one. They've got it. Wow. I'll tell you what, Billy McCurry let the first one slide. He could not let the McInnes cross-check on Perreault go.
He could have had him for charging and cross-checking.
Wow. Whoa.
So they're too short as Al McGinnis goes here at 16:59 after Hudson drew the other one at 16:48. Mike Keenan not a happy man.
So typical of the St. Louis Blues, though. They're in the penalty box as much as anybody in the league.
Next Sunday on ESPN, National Hockey Night. The Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Rangers, the number 1 and 2 teams in the Eastern Conference of the NHL. The leading scorers, Yager, Lemieux, Messier. The new Rangers, McSorley, Yari, Curley, and Churla. The scorer in the middle, and the hunks on the side.
Give me 2 hunks of beef on the side of the Finnish player. And they got him, too. All of a sudden, the New York Rangers have all the toughness you need.
Ray Ferraro, a former New York Ranger, of course, has now come over to the Los Angeles Kings and immediately becomes their leading scorer. He has picked up a goal in the one game played in the last game they played 2 days ago. Power play here, shot ripped wide. Kristich couldn't get the rebound. Boucher drops it back. Power play underway, a two-man advantage. Philippe Boucher, they're looking. Kristich is set up in front. Is Kristich fanned away. Fury got one piece of that. Nordstrom back. Boucher knocked away off the post. They've had one off the crossbar and one off the post in this game. The Kings have. Nordstrom back the other way.
Boucher's got a cannon if they can get it to him.
Brought back in by Nordstrom. Back up on the near side. Boucher, who's lost his helmet. Back up for Nordstrom. He's looking. Ferraro set up in the high slot. Boucher back to Nordstrom. The rip shot goes through the middle. They were trying to get that to Kristich on the post. Again, the shot Nordstrom. That's deflected. Rebound shot save made. Ferraro tried to tip. Fury kicked the first one out. And Pronger clears. Still two-men shot for another 51 seconds here. A long two-man advantage for the Los Angeles Kings, who have picked up 64 power play goals and have given up 65. They're 0 for 1 here tonight. Kings moving it in. That's an offside. You don't dangle on the blue when you got the power play going, and they did.
And here's really where the LA Kings' lack of skilled players will show up in something like a 5-on-3. Larry Robinson looks up and down his bench. Doesn't have Wayne Gretzky, doesn't have Jari Kurri. Yes, he's got Ray Ferraro. Ray Ferraro's a decent player. Yannick Perreault can put up some numbers as well. But you can't replace Wayne Gretzky and Jari Kurri on a power play. The Kings' average age before Wayne Gretzky was traded, 27.4. Tonight their lineup 25.8. And
that's a huge change.
When you make the commitment, though, when you make the commitment to go with the youth movement, you have to go all the way.
Yep.
I mean, you have to take your lumps for a season or 2 seasons. There's no in between. You might as well do it right and do it all the way.
They have had 10 rookies who have played this season for the Los Angeles Kings. Not all here now, but have been here in the course. 22 left on the two-man advantage. Dutchman having to wait for his teammates to clear. Back for Kevin Todd. Todd missed the last game with an ankle injury. Brought back in by Dutchman. Centering pass tipped wide. Brett Hull. Great back-checking job by Hull. Gretzky and Hull in the short-handed unit. Still a two-man differential. Gretzky near side for Hull. Hull had already gone by. Comes back the other way. Now a 5-on-4 power play. Here's Kevin Todd again. Todd drops it. Tipped in on Fuhr. Just batted down by Yannick Perreault. Wayne Gretzky picks. Fakes the full goal with it. Starts it up. Player down for the Kings behind the play. Bill McCurry's looking. And Kevin Todd gets back up and heads to the bench. Gretzky brought it in. Cleared back out. And they've killed it all off.
They sure have. Remember in last night's game against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, the St. Louis Blues had a 5-on-3 against Anaheim in the first period. They did not connect. That seemed to be kind of a turning point in the hockey game. But tonight it might work the other way. The Blues have just successfully killed off 5-on-3.
Dumped over Fuhr's head. Finn tried to knock that one down. Patrice Tardif in the corner. Tardif turns back into the middle. Tardif down. His centering pass blocked. He tried to hit Finn 2-on-2 the other way. Glenn Anderson leading the charge. His third game since joining the Blues. Glenn Anderson offside on that one. No score. 25 seconds left in the first period.
Kevin Todd really was in a lot of pain on this last shift for the LA Kings. He was down in front. He's just getting it together now.
14.
Hardly could make it to the bench.
A Warriors face right there. When he realized Bill McCurry was not going to blow the whistle behind the play, he made his way back there, but it wasn't easy.
Been there enough times. All you hope is that the pain is going to go away. You know it's going to go away. You just hope it goes away quickly, and that's what, folks. Sometimes it doesn't go away near quick enough.
We're down to just 15 seconds left here. Shots are 13-6 in favor of the Kings. No score in this first period. This fourth meeting between these two teams. Nordstrom on the near side sends it out for the Kings. Intercepted McGinnis right back out. Sports Smash will be coming up during our intermission. Bring you up to date on the other National Hockey League games and other sports news as well. And Wayne Gretzky has finished the period back at the Forum in the uniform of the St. Louis Blues. There he sits. But this team continues to struggle. The Blues do, trying to score. They don't get it here, even though the Kings outshot them 13-6. Our score, zip. Sports. Welcome back to the Great Western Forum. Wayne Gretzky's return. No score at the end of the first period with the Kings outshooting the Blues 13-6. He had the opportunity to ask Wayne about the return to the Forum, what it meant to him, and how he feels.
It's always difficult when you return to a place you really enjoyed, and to this day I still have trouble going back to Edmonton because I have so many great memories, but it's always difficult and it's always nerve-wracking.
Know the feeling, but I don't think anybody cared when I came back. It's always hard. It doesn't matter if you're Wayne Gretzky. It doesn't matter if you're John Doe. When you're traded and you have to go back to a town where you played for a lot of years and established relationships, not only with teammates, but with people in the community and people in the stands, it's always difficult.
Take a look at the twosome tonight. Gretzky and Hull, of course, working together on that same line.
Only 3 passes were attempted from Wayne Gretzky to Brett. 2 of them made their way to Brett's stick. Off of those passes that arrived on his stick, 1 was an attempted shot, didn't make it to the goal. 1 was turned over. But you know what? Wayne Gretzky's success in St. Louis is going to be measured in part by how Brett Hull does, because Brett and Wayne have been teamed together. They will be teamed together. I mean, this has to work, folks, for St. Louis. Otherwise,
regroup.
Boy, you bet.
This is a very veteran team, which means they're old. Cruz drops it back out in front. Hull deflected up in the air off Adam Creighton's stick. I don't think Kelly Rudy had any idea where that puck was as he was screened. 2-on-2 the other way. Drop back for Cruz, but Gretzky is there. Gretzky's looking. He's got Hull. The errant flick pass on the stick shot. Kelly Rudy came out and covered. An aerial pass by Wayne Gretzky, who saw Brett Hull cutting, but Kelly Rudy gave him no angle.
Well, Brett Hull's catching on. And as soon as that pass misfired, that the Kings tried, Ray Ferraro tried, as soon as it misfired and went to Wayne Gretzky, Brett just put on the brakes and turned it up ice right to the middle. And all Wayne Gretzky did was pass to the area of the ice that Brett was heading for. O'Donnell did a good job of keeping Brett to a sharp angle, and that's what allowed Kelly Rudy to come out and really cut down the angle.
Kelly Rudy has played a strong game here tonight for the Los Angeles Kings.
Let's talk about cutting down the angle. He was inside the faceoff circle.
Right where he needed to be. There was absolutely nothing to shoot at but him by the time Hull got in there. We're underway here in the second period. No score in this game. Both teams have had power play opportunities in this game. Have not been able to convert. Maybe the biggest two-man opportunity the Kings had and didn't get anything out of it. Backhanded shot deflected by Shane Corson, but did not end up on net. Just got deflected wide. 4 penalties in that first period. And that resulted in the power play opportunities for each team. Intercepted at center. Kings get back onside. Trying to generate the pace. Boucher. Boucher dropped it off into the corner. Ronda drops it back in behind the net to Kravchuk. For the St. Louis Blues, 4-3-1 since being joined by Wayne Gretzky. Without Gretzky, the Kings are 3-4. Back into the middle. Yachmanev got knocked away up the near side by Leach. Dumped back into the corner. Kelly Rudy looking back in behind the net. Let it go. Philippe Boucher. Third back out through center by Dmitry Kristich. Could not control. Murray Barrett coming back to get it. Back through the center. Both teams changing up behind the play. Leach trying to tip it down the near side towards Dawes. Taken out of the play. Got run back into the boards by Boucher. Not out of the zone. Puck in front. Leach trying to get it. Kelly Rudy sticked that one away to the corner. Nathan Lafayette got it out of the zone. Nathan Lafayette tied up by Al McGinnis. McGinnis has got some shooting room. Here's Leach. They got him in a change. Leach moving. Leach the shot. Kelly Rudy the save. There wasn't a white uniform within 100 miles. And it's covered up by Kelly Rudy. Ay. Barry Potomski found himself surrounded and all alone in the neutral zone. It was a 2-on-none that almost could have been a 3-on-none if Al McInnes had decided to catch up. Steve Leach tried the backhand move to the 5-hole, and Kelly Rudy stoned him. What a breakdown, though. You talk about getting caught in a change. There's Potomski, number 40. There were 2 St. Louis Blues players heading in all alone, and Al McInnes was the third that just hung back. Oh, man, what a save here by Kelly Rudy. Stayed with it. Did not react first. No, there was nothing there. No, I thought he tried the 5-hole. Steve Leach pulled it to the backhand, and Kelly Rudy just stoned him. Potomski was the only king on the ice. Everybody else was going to the bench. They're back in behind the net.
There they were, gone.
And they were gone. Nobody else was out there.
Help.
Here's Kravchuk coming back to get it. Not out of the zone. Intercepted shot. Great save by Grant Fuhr. Yannick Perreault was all alone in front of the net, and oh, mercy. mercy. Grant Fuhr was right there. These goaltenders are coming up big. Cleared around Peter Zezel on the touch. Flipped it up out of the zone. It is run and gun here to start this second period as the line changes have not been good. The blue line are knocked away by Kelly Hrudey again. Kelly Hrudey's last start was February 28th. His last win was February 8th. He has not won in his last 8 starts, going 0-5-3 with a goals against of 4.18 in those games. Again, as clears it back up to Ray Ferraro. And the flip away to center to Gretzky. Gretzky got it from Adam Creighton. Creighton heads to the middle. Gretzky centered it. Hall had already gone by the point. McGinnis to pick up. His shot goes wide. Had a lot of people to shoot it by. Murray Barron comes back in his own end with it. Barron out there with McGinnis. Creighton ahead for Hall. Hall moving it in. Hall trying to get around the D-Dodge. Hall shot. Save made again. Gretzky backs it in on net. Covered up. Nope. Comes free near side. Kelly Hrudey a couple of saves. Adam Creighton had it poke checked away. Intercepted almost by Hall. Swept the center by Shuchuk.
Got to tell you something. Brett Hall, who's admitted that his confidence has been hurting, looked like a confident guy on that play. He beat O'Donnell, went right to the net. I mean, that was a terrific move.
He's been playing the checking game here tonight, both front end and back end of it. On the near side, no penalty calls. Is picked up by Hudson, who didn't get it out of the zone. Boucher able to hold it in for the Kings. Shuchuk centering pass. McGinnis is there to get it. McGinnis cleared it out. He was trying to hit Hall, who was still out there at the end of the line change. That'll be touched up by Philly Boucher. No score.
Now perhaps the chemistry is starting to arrive between Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hall. Wayne is finding him more and more, but when he doesn't find him, Brett's still capable of doing it on his own. Went wide on Sean O'Donnell. Cut, cut, cut. Just to Kelly Hrudey.
Hello.
How's your butt ice? Doobie, doobie.
That's the third one tonight.
It's okay. The police are tracing the call. Hello.
This is the police. Those calls are coming from inside the house. Repeat, those calls are coming from inside the house.
Drink Bud Ice, but beware of the penguins.
Sir?
Shane Corson and Ray Ferraro will take the face-off to the right of Grant Fuhr. Shots are 14-11 in favor of the Kings. Another one ripped. May have gotten a piece of the blocker that time on Grant Fuhr. Boucher holds it in. Coming back to the middle, Tardif. His pass blocked by Corson. Cleared out by Anderson. Anderson, Hudson, and Corson on this line for the St. Louis Blues. Picked up by Pronger. Pronger trying to move it in. Guns it back into the corner. Steve Finn, a lot of ice time tonight. Finn coming over from Tampa Bay. He's playing in his 47th game. Now with the Kings, he's had 3 goals and assists since coming over in those games. He is a defenseman. Brought back by Corson to Kravchuk. Pronger back to him. Kravchuk can't handle it. Intercepted. Ferraro shot. Drews and another fine save. Ray Ferraro and John Drews combining in the opportunity. And Grant Fuhr snuffed it out. The great scorers in the history of the National Hockey League represented here tonight. If you go by decades, the leaders.
Notice how the numbers keep increasing through Gordie Howe to Bobby Hull in the 60s, Phil Esposito in the 70s, Wayne Gretzky in the 80s, and the man that is his right winger right now is the leading goal scorer so far in the 90s with 407. Watch his play. Watch the blade of Wayne Gretzky's stick. I don't think he couldn't have been a good athlete any sport. Brett Hall's excellent move on Sean O'Donnell. I mean, that's a confidence move. To be able to pull that between somebody's legs and get around him and generate an attack and a shot on goal, that's a confidence move.
That's what Brett Hall's trying to get back, as he has admitted he's lost some of that confidence. Intercepted. Christich trying to center. Got tied up in the skates. Ethan Lafayette, good play for the Blues, who got back. Back at center, Smolik. Smolik acquired from Dallas. This is his 14th game for the Los Angeles Kings. He has not picked up the point. Another solid defenseman, however. Back in behind the net. Turned around by Smolik up the far side boards. And the Blues just trying to clear the zone. Will. Taken by Leach, who's lost his helmet. No, Nick Lafayette lost his helmet. Cleared back in behind the net. Smolik around the boards. Picked up by Yachmanev. Doesn't get it out of there. Sent right back in by Murray Barron. A lot of sticking going on out in front here as these teams trying to get shots out in front for rebound opportunities. Not many of them existed. Craig McTavish. Dumped back in by Leach. Chased down. Fans just wanting to see the action they saw in the first period, but it's not coming that easily out there on the ice right now. First period was more wide open, but at a furious pace. Adam Creighton picks it up. Creighton drops it back to Hull. He'll flip it back deep. Kings back Smolik again. Smolik wraps it around. He's out there with Hopat, the rookie, on D. Hull stepped up to hold it in. Gretzky tipped it back to it. Hull sends it for Creighton. Creighton around for Gretzky. Didn't get through the pack. Creighton's got to chase it down in the corner. On him there is Kristich. Kristich reaching around, had control momentarily. Still got it pinned up against the boards here. Finally, we'll get a whistle as Hull moved over and Adam squeezed in. No score. 13:39 to go in this second period. Coming up on the Deuce Wednesday at 7:30. The Boston Bruins, who ended up in a tie today, 3 points out of a playoff spot, will take on the Stanley Cup champion and red-hot New Jersey Devils. Then on Friday, the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings. These are two of the best, 1 and 2 in the Western Conference, Friday at 7:30. On the Deuce, Wednesday, Friday, NHL.
Boy, there are a lot of stars here, and that lady is one of them. Clueless in Seattle. That was the movie.
It's a great movie, wasn't it?
No,
it was a heck of a movie. That's right. Shot deflected out in front.
Okay, so we're clueless.
Well, we're struggling to find stars here, and there aren't a lot of them hanging around. Brought back in on the right wing side. Patrice Tardif cleared back into the corner on the far side. It's Mattel. It's the Deuce kind of thing, you know. Back behind the net, the Kings. Patrice Tardif. Tardif pinned up by Kravchuk. Spun around him. Drews was there to help out. Drews dropped it back. Ray Ferraro, Drews and Tardif trying to create the offensive opportunities. Gretzky able to get it out. These two teams have continued to have the top offensive lines out there against one another. Back for Gretzky. His flip shot. Score! Wayne Gretzky for the screen. Hull may have tipped it. There's going to be an argument that the Blues had a man in the crease. But before that, puck crossed the line.
And Brett Hull was on his knees, and I think he was hoping that Bill McCrary would look over and see, hey, listen, my knees weren't even in the crease. Now, Brett Hull is overpleading the Blues case. I don't know what Billy McCrary is saying, but through a screen, the Blues, at least for the time being, appear to have a 1-0 lead. And Wayne Gretzky appears to be the goal scorer.
Right where Gretzky was down on the ice. It will be a 1-0 lead for the St. Louis Blues. Wayne Gretzky ripping it in, and look at the smile.
Well, the LA Kings gave Wayne Gretzky a whole bunch of time. Is that Stéphane Matteau that passed it back to him? Well, Brett Hull went down, but I think Brett Hull went down as a result of a collision with one of the LA Kings on his way to Kelly Rudy. It's going to count.
Here's the announcement. His 20th goal of the season, his 93rd point. And it is a 1-0 Blues lead. Kelly Rudy got wrapped on the head by Glenn Anderson after he had gloved the puck. So Gretzky returns, and as the great ones do, becomes the story early. His 20th goal of the year. Creighton and Hull picked up the assist.
1-0 the Blues lead on the strength of a Wayne Gretzky goal. Brett Hull picks up 1 assist, and Adam Creighton the other. Watch Brett Hull coming right at us. Number 6, O'Donnell took him down, and Brett Hull was trying to get up when he rammed into Kelly Rudy, so that's why there was no review, and they were laughing and telling jokes. Brett and Wayne, of course they were.
Brett knows he interfered with Kelly Rudy. That is the 20th goal for Gretzky in the 15th time in 17 years that he has had 20 or more goals. He will have another 100-point season. It will be the 14th time he will have done that when he reaches that level. He's got 93 points on the year now. And the Blues take the 1-0 lead as they pick it up on their 13th shot of the game. Philippe Boucher turning it around the other way. Not out. Shane Corson holds it in. Got hit by Perreault over there. But right now, the Blues are taking the territorial play away from the Kings. Murray Barron along the near side. The jam up. Kicked away out the center. McGinnis giving chase. Potomski, the rookie, number 40 with the Kings on it. Bangs it in reverse direction, but not out. Lafayette read it. Swept it right through the top of the crease. Nobody there for the Kings. Back comes Barron again. Barron will lead the charge. Glenn Anderson on the near side. Let that one go. Would have been offside. Played back at center by the Kings. jam up there with Murray Barron. Comes back in, Lafayette, he's got room. Shot and the save made by Grant Fuhr. Centering pass went behind the net. Still loose back there. McGinnis backs it up to the near side. Everybody moved the other way. Murray Barron got it away as he got squeezed by two Kings. Flipped out of the zone by Tony Twist, and they've got to play it. Back to get it, Jan Vopat. Vopat sends it back up ice. Back in, Vogt. Shot, point, score! Doug Smolik! And Grant Fuhr bumps into Bill McCreary. Grant Fuhr ran into McCreary as he came out to argue the goal.
Well, this is pretty neat. We've got two consecutive goals, both of which were argued by the goaltenders about goaltender interference. Doug Smolik with the shot. That is Gary Shuchuk in front. No, I don't even think that his skates ended up in the crease. Looked like Shuchuk pulled up short. Yeah, Shuchuk's just standing there. I mean, that's a good goal. But Grant Fuhr was trying to come out and cut down the angle and ran into first Shuchuk. And he ran into Billy McCreary on chasing, really when he was chasing Billy McCreary towards the penalty box. But Bill McCreary, the referee, stopped. And that's why Fuhr banged into him.
That is the first point in 14 games for Smolik as a Los Angeles King. And it is a 1-1 game. Smolik from Todd and Vopat has tied it up. Gretzky flips it back into the zone. Gretzky out there again with Creighton and Hall. Near side for John Bruce. Could not get it out of there. Gretzky centered, kicked away. Creighton was in front. Pronger dumps it back in behind the net. Gretzky was there, intercepted by Sean O'Donnell, a 25-year-old rookie. Back into the middle. Cruz has got Ferraro with him. They crisscross. Cruz to Ferraro. Ferraro looking wide side. Glove down in front. Shot. Save made. Good turnaround from Patrice Tardif. In front again. Knocked away by Fuhr and John Cruz. Cruz has got it again. Cruz trying to center Ferraro. Gretzky reached in and poked it away. Hull picks it up. Hull comes with Gretzky. Gretzky in the middle. Hull was outside. And there you see the two not together again. Hull wasn't quite sure where Gretzky was going to go and ended up offside on it. A 1-1 game midway through. 10:41 left in the second. And a still agitated Grant Fuhr.
You don't see that very often. Grant Fuhr, I mean, you could never call him complacent, but he's a classic underreactor. Everything just kind of rolls off of him. At that time, he was about 2 feet behind Bill McCreary in the race to the penalty box, and Billy McCreary went, put on the brakes, and Grant banged into him. Billy McCreary tolerates that as well as any referee. I think he's got a real sense of it. Remember in the playoffs, in the finals, again, in the semis against the Devils, when the New York Rangers were scored on with 7 seconds to go, Zella Pukin scored, and Mike Richter came out and banged right into Billy McCreary behind the net. He said, calm down, Mike, calm down, let him go.
See, it is Dennis Rodman. Along the blue line, back they come 2-on-1. Down the middle, backhand chance, wide on Fuhr. Great opportunity for Semlikov, who came in with Kristich. 2-on-1 break. The goal by Smolik, his second at 8:33. Todd and Vopat picking up the assists on it to tie the game up. The Blues will send it in Mateau. Mateau gives chase himself. Collision along the boards. They're still tied up. And the puck goes all the way over to Dmitry Kristich. Kristich sends it back into the middle. 9:50 left to go here in the second period as the action has heated up again midway through this period. Centering pass intended, never got there. They're back near side. Mateau's got to come back to get this. Stefan Mateau, yet another one of those acquired here. These two teams in the season. He has played now a total of 33 games since coming over from the New York Rangers. Stefan Mateau, 5 goals, 10 assists for St. Louis. Played back in on Fuhr. He'll get some help back there. Everybody controlling center ice here as they exchange possession of the puck. Vopat sent it back in. Again, Fuhr back there. They hit put on by Potansky, the rookie. Lined him up. Penalty coming up. Delayed call. Potansky on the far side leaves it. It's going to be against the St. Louis Blues. Extra skater is out, and there's the whistle.
Well, Dallas Eakins is going to pick up a penalty here, and he and Christer Olsen were paired on defense for the first time that I've noticed in this hockey game. Mike Keenan is going pretty well with 4 defense, as he did last night against the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Be interesting to see if Dallas Eakins gets out on the ice even after this one. He's hardly played, and he went out and took a penalty on a cross-check on Barry Potansky, who really kind of irritated him and then took a couple of hits, hung around for the cross-checks, which is a smart thing to do. There's Potansky's hit. Nice clean hit. I'll take a little retaliation. Eakins with the slash and in the cross check to the back. And the Kings go on the power play.
So the Kings will get the opportunity, and Eakins at 10:57 picks up the cross check. Mike Keenan checking the clock, 9:03 left on it here in the second.
The reason I said it'll be interesting to see how much Dallas Eakins plays after this, because Mike Keenan is notorious for putting somebody in the end of the bench that goes out there and messes up just one time. I mean, you make a mistake, or you're not showing them the kind of effort that you want, or you even get brain lock and you're on the bench.
Coming up during our new Dodge intermission report, we'll have the highlights on the Lightning Whalers game, the Pittsburgh Penguins story, and Mike and the Sixers. Our new Dodge intermission report, 9:03 away here on the Deuce.
Hurting penguins. Yeah, I thought that was a story about penguin hunting or something.
We'll find out. Gretzky intercepted that one. Kings are on the power play, and the team's been able to convert on their power play chances in this game. Kings have got to regroup back, and St. Louis really coming up to meet him at center ice, trying to prevent the pass into the zone like that. Power play for the Kings, 2-on-1 down low. Center Fury able to knock it away. And Lacroix set up in front of the net. The pass never got to him. Back out to center Boucher. Boucher will be working up to the points on the power play. Again cleared away. Couldn't be held by Perreault. St. Louis penalty killers at work here. I mentioned earlier, St. Louis Blues penalty killers get lots of time out there. The second highest number of times per game, shorthanded in the league. Only the Rangers have had more. Back up near side, they've got Nordstrom playing one of the points, 11 up top. Lacroix is trying to get set up in front. That's Nordstrom right there, knocked down along the boards. Kravchuk looking to break it up to Hull. Hull is up there, but he was covered. So it'll be moved in by Igor Kravchuk. Takes the shot. Kelly Rudy to save. But he went around the neck on that time as he knocked it down. 49 seconds remaining on the power play for the Kings. Game tied at 1-1. Behind the net, Fury got a piece of that. Rolls into the corner. Dmitry Kristich over there doing battle with Al McGinnis, who dug it out. McGinnis backs it up. Ferraro between the leg pass. Had nobody there. Cleared around by Barron and out of the zone. Down to 30 seconds remaining on the power play opportunity. St. Louis Blues short-handed here. That was Glenn Anderson. Glenn Anderson can do more of that kind of stuff than I think anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of times he'll hurt you when he's doing it. I mean, he's a ruthless hockey player. He's tough to play against, even when he keeps his stick down. But Glenn Anderson will retire. It doesn't matter if he's 30 or 40 or 50 when he retires. He will be, and always will be, a ruthless hockey player.
He goes by people who suddenly go crashing to the ice, and he just keeps right on skating. Rolled in front, knocked away by Fuhr. The chance by Tardy. Intercepted on the attempted clear. Kristich down low, center. Tardif again. It's sitting there. Pronger's got it. Tardif never got the tip. McTavish has taken down Ferraro behind the play. They separate and get back up. Cleared back out to center. So many of these players have been teammates recently. Brought in by Kravchuk. Kravchuk had it poke checked away. On the near side, it is flipped out of the zone. Pronger coming back. Power play over. Did not convert on it. It remains a 1-1 game. Into the zone, McTavish came and lost it there. Just could not control it. Tansky's played a good game. The rookie centering pass deflected to the near side. Patrice Cardiff's had a long shift. Cardiff takes the shot. Save made by Grant Fuhr. Pronger clears it around. A shooting gallery type game again is heated up. Hudson cleared it back out. Both teams trying to complete line changes. Kings will get theirs done here. And back behind the net, Grant Fuhr. Shots for 2014 in favor of the Kings. And that's something in and of itself. The Kings give up more shots per game than anyone else in the National Hockey League. Gretzky moves it in. Wayne Gretzky to 360 twice. Gretzky! That one banged off the man out in front. That one had to hurt. As John Bruce is the man who blocked it. Hull at the second chance, knocked away. Bruce trying to stay out there. He's the one hit by that Gretzky shot. Finally cleared the length of the ice. There will be an icing call here. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the second period. John Bruce cuts that Gretzky shot. Gretzky's got the goal.
Duchesne pass in deep to Taylor to Gretzky. He scores! He's done it! Wayne Gretzky, the great one, has become the greatest of them all. The leading scorer.
All-time leading scorer in just about every other category all-time in the NHL. Al McGinnis lost his stick. He gets it out of the zone skate-wise and will stay out there by the Kings bench, so he can't get a stick back. 3-on-2 the other way. Kings trying for the lead. A shot blocked out in front to play Murray Barron. Man, oh man, Sean O'Donnell had the opportunity. Murray Barron kicked that down and then was able to control it and got it out of the problem area. Back the other way, Hall. The shot ripped wide. Near side, Gretzky. Gretzky dropped it back in behind the net. Sean O'Donnell out in front. Score! That is Stefan Matteau, the benefactor of the pass that came to the tape. And it is a 2-1 lead for the Blues.
Well, that revolving left wing door has paid off for the St. Louis Blues. Stefan Matteau with his first shift on left wing with Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hull has given the Blues a 2-1 lead. This play went around the boards from Wayne Gretzky to Brett Hull. It was the only way he could get it there, so he put it around the boards instead of trying the direct route. I don't know, Wayne Gretzky may have even tipped that in front, but it seemed to drop down under Kelly Rudy. So smart Wayne Gretzky, he couldn't get it directly to Brett Hull, so he passed it around the boards to him.
Stefan Matteau gets the goal, and the Blues have a 2-1 lead. Bill said the first shift he's had out there. Creighton's been out 8 times, and Corson once with Hull and Gretzky. Right place, right time.
Mind you, last night against the Mighty Ducks, the St. Louis Blues struggled all night long, so that's why Mike Keenan really rotated. Who knows, he may have found a brand new combination that he sticks with for a while here.
Hull and Gretzky get the assist. Talking about records to be broken, Wayne Gretzky with a goal and an assist now has reached 2,600 points in 1,244 games.
Not so bad.
Another one of those forever. Cleared up off the board, so Gretzky's return for the Blues already a 2-point night. Centering pass by Adam Creighton, who's come out there with Corson and Anderson now. Creighton has spent most of the time on that line with Hull and Gretzky tonight. Pronger backed it away, cleared back up the other way by Smolik, sent back in Pronger. Pronger sends it around. Just trying to hold it in, could not lengthen the ice. No icing on this. Kelly Rudy went back to play it. 21 shots for the Kings, 17 for the Blues. The Blues have the 2-1 lead. They led 1-0. Gretzky came, got the goal. Kings came back to get it tied. Now the Blues back out on top again. Back the other way, Kristich. Kristich looking to the middle. Tried to center, and it blocked. Adam Creighton and Kravchuk were there. Pronger clears it off the glass to center. Couldn't be handled by Corson. Kings clear the zone. Sent back in. Pronger will go chase it down as the Kings will change up. 3:37 left here in the second period. Hudson tipped it in. Kelly Rudy back there to play it. He dropped it off. Boucher was back to help. Drews will pick it up. Drews comes back. Ray Ferraro is in the middle with him. They crisscross. Still John Drews. Drews the shot. Deflected into the corner. Tardif out there on the line with them here. Tipped away on the far side. Craig McTavish got it away to Leach. Leach sends it back to Al McGinnis. McGinnis moving it in. Al McGinnis makes the shot. Kelly Rudy sent that one off the glass and into the stands. McGinnis ninth among defensemen in scoring coming into today's play, getting the last shot.
Well, Wayne Gretzky was empty in the first period, but here in the second period, he and the St. Louis Blues have come alive. Wayne has played 13 minutes and 10 seconds, and that is out of about 37 minutes that we have played. Picked up an assist on this goal. Wayne Gretzky to Brett Hull, and then out front to Stefan Matteau, who got a little bit on it. You have to wonder if Wayne Gretzky kind of distracted Kelly Rudy in front. This was about 5 minutes ago. Watch this little move on Boucher at the blue line, and the big blast hit John Drews on the back of his leg. That's why Drews went down in a heap. Not much padding on the back of the leg. Ouch.
Face-off will come to the left of Kelly Rudy, who has played a strong game here. The last one of those you'd really like to have back. It came through a screen. He almost stopped it. Just trickled in behind him when he couldn't find it. Boucher starts it the other way for the Kings. Drews trying to get it in. Kravchuk knocked it away to Hull. Hull sends it out. Gretzky was out there at center ice. Finn will chase it down.
Gosh, you'll never guess who's playing the left side with Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hull.
Who? Not Matteau. Brought back in by Hull.
Yeah, I can't get anything by you.
Get a goal, get a chance. The other way, Hull. Hull moved it in. Hull, Matteau. And he had it poke checked away to center by Tardif. Pronger sent it up on the near side. They'll let that one go. Kings making changes here. Came back to center, didn't get it out of the zone. No, they didn't clear the zone. There's the whistle finally. Players knew it was going to be a whistle, but
Matteau did, but then he didn't hear the whistle, so he kind of just ripped it into gear and took a couple of quick strides and said, "Nah, okay, the whistle's going to blow." Well, Wayne Gretzky's got the puck on a string. Tonight, every shift he's been out there, he's made good plays, a thinking man's play. That was a little flip pass to himself by Steve Finn. You just hope that you can get one appendage and hang on long enough that help will arrive. That time it was a leg.
2:28 left to go in the second period. The Blues on top here, 2-1. Los Angeles trying to get out of that 3-game losing streak that they are in, having lost to Edmonton 5-2 on Saturday. St. Louis battling for that home ice 4th spot. They are 3 points ahead of Vancouver, that number 4 spot with 13 games left. Knocked back into the corner by Fuhr. McGinnis up the boards, not out yet. They don't get it out. Ouch. No penalty called on the big turnaround flip right there. Zezel got the stick in and hauled the King down, but got away with it. Does it again out at center ice. There's another one. You get Anderson out there with Peter Zezel. Watch out.
Well, you got Tony Twist and Ron Pearson out there. That's not a bad combo either with Peter Zezel.
Centered by Twist for Zezel. Couldn't connect on it. Potomski on the far side. Potomski will gain the red and dump it back in. Came right back out in front. Everybody overskated. Rolled into the corner. Potomski back up to the point. Delayed call coming here against the Blues. Puck blocked in front. There's the touch up, and that will draw the whistle.
Whoever that was flat on his face in front of Grant Fuhr made the save for him. The LA Kings player that was down, it was Nathan Lafayette, was right down on his face in front of Grant Fuhr and made the save.
This will be an interference call coming up here. Power play coming up. Want to remind you, ESPN's National Hockey Night on Sunday. The number 1 and 2 teams of the East. Jaromir Jagr, Mario Lemieux and the Pittsburgh Penguins, Messier and the New York Rangers. Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern. You see what these two have done this season. Lemieux leading the league in scoring, and his teammate Jaromir Jagr not far behind. So a power play as Murray Barron goes out on the interference at 18:23. These 2 periods have really flown along. We've had very few stoppages and not a lot of penalties in this game. The Blues are leading it 2-1. This will be the 5th power play opportunity now for the Kings. Wayne Gretzky with a goal and an assist tonight. Out there working for the Blues in the penalty killing unit. Whether or not the Kings can get this power play going. Lopat sends it in. They tried passing to get up ice. Now they're trying to dump it in, and this time they'll get it set up. Boucher's shot is deflected into the corner. Hull back to get it. Hull trying to feed Gretzky. There's Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky dumped it back into the middle, but his pass was blocked and held in the zone. Good play by Kevin Todd. Todd goes around the net, looking in front. Shot there, save made by Grant Fuhr on Lopat. Puck still loose over there. Gretzky again has got it. Blues are short-handed. Up to Pronger. Hall. Kravchuk near side. Kravchuk shot. That's deflected high off the glass. Both teams changing. Kristich has got it. Blues get some penalty killers out there on the ice. 39 seconds to go in the period. Much more than that on the power play. Philippe Boucher sends it in for Kristich. Goes all the way around the far side. Siplikov was over there. Siplikov jammed up by a couple of Blues. Sends it deep for Kevin Todd. Looking into the middle for someone cutting. Can't find him. They set Siplikov up in front of the net here in the power play. Boucher the shot. Save made again by Fuhr. And it's cleared out for the Blues. That's the time remaining in this period. Grant Fuhr has given up only 1 on the 24 shots he has faced in the game. Corson got a piece of that at center. And again, this will flip it in on Kelly Rudy and deflects it into the corner. Yakshinev. And that will do it. 23 seconds left on the power play for the Kings to start the 3rd period. Wayne Gretzky, a 2-point night on his return to Los Angeles with a goal and an assist. Gretzky and Matteau have the goals for the Kings. For the Blues, Smolik has picked the one up on the board for the Kings. Sports Smash coming along. After 2, it's the Blues 2 and the Kings. And Wayne Wayne Gretzky and Hull working together again tonight. The numbers that they have put up, 14 shifts. They played them all together, each with a couple of shots and each with 2 points in tonight's game. Gretzky reaching the 2,600 point mark with the 2 that he has picked up here tonight. While on the other side of it, there's a player who's had his first point. Volpat has picked up #1 on an assist tonight, his first ever point. So there's the all-time leader, 2,600. Volpat is out there, got an assist, he's got 1.
He's only 2,599 behind Wayne. It can be done. No.
Stefan Matteau, who got a chance out there and picked up a goal, with Gretzky assisting on it. A 2-1 lead, 23 seconds remaining on the penalty to the St. Louis Blues. So the penalty killers will be out there. Both Hull and Gretzky work as penalty killers. Barry Robinson and the Los Angeles Kings, 3-game losing streak coming into this game tonight. And we are ready to go. Power play continues here for the Kings. Sent deep into the zone. Nordstrom will be working on this power play unit on one of the points with Sean O'Donnell, the rookie. And this is Nordstrom who starts it up ice. Back to O'Donnell. Wayne Gretzky up on the forecheck in the shorthanded unit. Sent back in by Nordstrom into the corner. Kravchuk gives chase, and O'Donnell could not hold it in. Goes the length of the ice. Kelly Rudy making the start. Rudy clears it around near side. Shots are 24-19 in favor of the Kings in this game. Into the zone they come. John Drews dumped it. Tardif gave chase. Tardif goes by. Still battling along the boards. Ferraro dumped it deep. Pronger was there up for Hull. Hull tipped it away to Matteau. Penalty is over. Back at full strength. Blues with Gretzky. Hull on the pickup. Drews trying to clear it out of the zone. Got it on the boards long enough to allow Nordstrom to get it out. Ray Ferraro dropped it back into the middle. Patrice Tardif and Tardif knocked away by Grant Fuhr. A slashing call coming up on the shot.
Great burst of speed though by Tardif, but Grant Fuhr had it pegged all the way. He knew that Tardif was going to run into a little bit of a problem from at least one of the St. Louis Blues defensemen that was back there. And as soon as you know somebody's going to try and take a shot at you, you're not completely clear, like right here, you put your head down. You put your head down to make sure that when you get hit, you know where the puck is. And as soon as Tardif put his head down right there is when Grant Fuhr went down and took the long side away, or at least the deep to the forehand away on Tardif.
Patrice Tardif, this is his 8th game with the Kings, has a goal and an assist. Murray Barron has been there before tonight.
Yeah, as recently as about 30 seconds ago.
He came out, slashed, and he goes back. 1:01 the time of this penalty. Grant Fuhr, 24 saves in the game for him. As he goes after the victory here tonight, he comes in with 29 wins, 24 losses, and 12 ties. Faceoff will come to his left. A 2-1 Blues lead just underway here in the third. Power plays tonight 0 for 5. For Los Angeles with 7 shots on those chances.
I don't care how bad your power play is. Sooner or later, when you put up numbers like that in the attempts column, I mean, you're going to get one. And Grant Fuhr, if the St. Louis Blues want to win this game 2-1, is going to be tested a whole bunch before this one's over.
Well, let's see whether or not Kings can come back for the second time in the game to get it tied up on this power play opportunity. Dumped deep into the corner. Nathan Lafayette working on the power play unit. Back up to Boucher. Wide side shot blocked into the corner off John Volpat, who had the opportunity. Volpat there. Volpat. And the umbrella power play up top. As they set Kristich up in front with Shuchuk. Boucher on the near side. Boucher sends it around the net. Simlikov came out to play this one, trying to get it back in the middle. Anderson blocked it, and Pronger clears.
Boy, this power play needs a whole bunch of work. They have the umbrella on top, Gary. You're right. They got 3 guys that are on top in the shape of an umbrella. The St. Louis Blues put 3 penalty killers right opposite the 3 guys in the umbrella. You know what that leaves is a 2-on-1 right in front of Grant Fuhr. You got to read that, and you have to get the puck low to that 2-on-1.
They're not even close to getting it down into that good scoring opportunity area. Now they do. Simlikov can't handle it over there. Nice play by Peterson, who stepped in and knocked that away.
And it's not as if the Kings haven't gotten enough practice just tonight in the power play. This is their 6th consecutive power play in this hockey game without St. Louis interrupting it.
Here's Gretzky and Hull in the short-handed unit. Right back by Gretzky, though, as the Kings have gotten back into the zone. 33 seconds remaining on the power play. Los Angeles Kings, though, not getting it set up. Held in on the far side. Good work over there to keep that power play alive. Here's near side. Nordstrom dumps it back low. 19 still remaining on the power play chance. Lacroix's working behind the net. There's Lacroix. Ferraro's out on the power play unit now, along with Yannick Perreault. There's Ray Ferraro. Centering pass. Shot right through the crease. They were celebrating a goal, but it wasn't close. It did not end up on Grant Fuhr, as Yannick Perreault's shot just went wide. Perreault had it banged away by Gretzky. Now takes the chance. Grant Fuhr makes the save on that one. The penalty is over. Goes back at full strength. Covered up again. Grant Fuhr at least long enough to get the whistle. Big jam up taking place in front. Lacroix says, "Hey, how you doing? Nice seeing you. Come here often."
What's your sign?
Here in California, certainly Wayne Gretzky made a huge difference in getting this game to an accepted level in the sunny skies. 7+ seasons, 539 games as a Los Angeles King. Now back to the St. Louis Blues on this return night. Goal and an assist for him, and the Blues have the 2-1 lead, but a curious lead right now. Kevin Todd is out to take the face-off for the Kings here as we wait for the drop. One back in behind the net. Face-off won by Craig McTavish. Cleared back out on the near side. McTavish is in the middle. Leach looking for him. Trying to center it. Blocked around the far side by Doug Smolin. Los Angeles rushing it back up through the middle. Shuchuk's out in front. Tardif takes it to the corner. Tardif don't pass behind the net. Poke checked away from him there. Recovered by Kevin Todd. Todd got spun around. Todd centered it. Hit the back of the net though. Centering pass again. Cleared out by Pronger.
Wow, did Tardif get hit by big Adam Creighton. Tardif had it. Was trying to step out blind beside the net. Steamroller.
Lost his helmet. Tried to slide it over to the bench. Now will head to the bench himself. And this will be a touch up at the far end, and the icing call there with 16:06 to go in the third.
Patrice Tardif has played a lot of hockey in this game because he is playing on a line that's been matched up for most of the evening against Wayne Gretzky's line. Good speed. This is what I was talking about. He was trying to step out. He did not see Adam Craig coming until it was too late. On his way to the bench with his helmet. Oh, you know what he did? He bowled it towards the Blues bench.
And then he went over and
he threw it right under the skates of whoever that was changing right there. Tried to trip him up. Hockey bowling.
Because he was going off the ice anyway.
Yeah, but he tried. Yeah, it's a pretty slick move there, Patrice. Have to teach my kid that one.
It's pretty amazing how he did that. 2-1 lead for the Blues. Face-off coming to the right of Kelly Rudy. Peter Zezel moves in for St. Louis. Face-off against Kristich. And it's cleared out of the zone. Blues will have to chase down. Al McGinnis goes back to get it. Knocked back in. Would have been offside if the Kings tried to play that. So Yachmanev just let that one go and came out the center. Shane Corson. Corson dropped it back. Zezel down the middle. Rolled it in. Gets it. Shot and a tremendous save. There'll be a penalty coming up. Great opportunity for Zezel. Kelly Rudy came up, blocked it, and then he and Zezel went sliding. There will not be a penalty shot here. You wanted one.
Sure I do. I always want one. I'd like a penalty shot for hooking or for holding in the neutral zone. I think they should have about 8 penalty shots a game. Pretty good move by Peter Zezel. It wasn't the move that he wanted, but it worked. It got by Boucher. Why? Is that a penalty? Yeah, okay. I guess Steve Finn did kind of trip him. Peter's looking for the call. See Boucher's position on Peter Zezel. He was kind of adjacent to Peter Zezel, and that is one of the reasons that Bill McCreary did not call the penalty shot, because he was not completely clear of a defender.
Steve Finn, the necessary penalty. He will go on the 2-minute minor, and the St. Louis Blues will have a chance to extend their lead to 2. Finn out of there at 4:15 on the hook. Second power play opportunity coming up here for the Blues. Their first one was the first one of the game, 25 seconds in the first period. Wayne Gretzky out there on the power play unit. St. Louis, the 0 for 1, had just one shot on that first chance. St. Louis Blues tied for 19th in the power play, 20th at home, better on the road where they are 14th in the league. Now McGinnis tried to gun that one in, and it blocked by Cruz. Cleared up, not out. Gretzky in, shot! Where did it go? It's covered up by Kelly Rudy. That hit the post, I think.
It had to. It was the only thing it could have hit and come back out behind Kelly Rudy. Rudy looked around, and that meant that he knew it had gotten behind him. And it was on end when Wayne Gretzky actually slapped it. He was able to step in and take a full windup, which in his case, it's on end, the puck when he hit it. Bang, end over end, right off the post and back between Kelly Rudy's legs. That much control. You know, with most players, I say when a player takes a slap shot from that close, I say, you know, you didn't need to take a slap shot. You lose accuracy. You put your head down, take the shot. Wayne knows where it's going when he slaps the puck. One of the few players that always knows when he shoots it where it's going.
There he is behind the net again on the power play. Tried to center it out in front, knocked away. And not out of the zone. Pronger held it in, batted down by Hull. Right in front of Kelly Rudy. Hull goes up to the point, comes back into the middle of Pronger. Pronger has it blocked and finally cleared out of the zone. Not able to get it out of there. St. Louis on the advantage. Gretzky already with a goal and an assist tonight. That'll end up in the Los Angeles bench. 15:01 left to go here in the third and a minute 16 on the power play. Gretzky on the power play unit. 1-1 tonight. ESPN's National Hockey Night Sunday night. Mark Messier and the New York Rangers against the team, the only one above them in the East. Yager and Lemieux and the Pittsburgh Penguins Sunday at 8 on ESPN.
In case you missed it, in that crowd somewhere is Alicia Silverstone, star of the movie Clueless. John Perpich, the man on the left, is also in the building. He's the guy with the black eye. You don't think coaching isn't dangerous? Gary Shuchuk in practice swung around, and John Perpich said, I don't know how I didn't get stitches. I don't know how my cheek wasn't broken, and knocked him down immediately. All he got was a black eye. I was very lucky.
Well, that's an ugly-looking black eye. It's Hull. Tried to drop it off. Comes back to Pronger. 56 seconds left on the power play. Back up to Hull. Power play here for the Blues. They lead it 2-1. Gretzky from behind the net. Corson out in front with Hull. Corson gets knocked down. Gretzky, who spent so much time maneuvering his magic. Oh, the shot! Rudy looked behind him, but he made the save.
Well, it's coming. That chemistry and getting to know one another and where they play is coming. Brett Hull and Wayne Gretzky, that's what I'm talking about. Wayne Gretzky fed that one easily to Brett Hull. The Brett Hull knows how to get open. It's just a matter of knowing how to get open for Wayne Gretzky, because the timing has to be a little different and the positioning a little different based on where Wayne plays. The one thing Brett knows is that for the first time in a while, he's going to try and get open with a guy standing behind the net in the power play. Craig Janney, when he played for the Blues, set up behind. Adam Oates, when he played for the Blues, set up behind. It's been a number of months since between guys that set up behind for Brett Hull, so now he's sort of relearning that positioning.
Wayne Gretzky now, 9 games with the Blues, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points in those games, and close to adding more here in this power play. Glenn Anderson comes out in this power play unit now. Peter Zezel as well. Back up to the point, nobody there. And length of the ice on this one. 25 seconds left on the Blues advantage. Not a lot of ice time tonight. Krista Olsson right there wearing 35. He's had about 3 shifts in this game. He's out here in the power play unit though. Right back in for Zezel. Zezel leaves it. Mateau. Stephane Mateau. Back up on top. 7 left on the advantage. Mateau looking out in front. Heads to the next shot. Anderson made the pass to the wide side. Kravchuk cutting. Kelly Rudy was there. And the penalty's over. The Blues do not convert on it. And it remains a 2-1 St. Louis lead. Picked up by Kevin Todd. Todd trying to move in. No dice. He got picked up on the far side by Kravchuk with a great hip check. Glenn Anderson clears it out of the zone. And there'll be no icing on this. Got to play it. Boucher came back to get it. Malik Boucher trying to back it up. Get through center. Both teams changing now as they're back at even strength. Al McGinnis through the middle. McTavish tipped it away. McTavish, who joined us late, playing in his first game for the St. Louis Blues. Brought back in. Simlikov shot. Save made by Fuhr, and there'll be no rebound. The Sticks get up again in front. But game too close to take a bad penalty here. Yes, indeed. Baseball season is indeed just around the corner, and ESPN's ready to go. Start the season with a season premiere of ESPN's baseball show. There'll be live reports from Florida and Arizona as the final cuts are made as the teams get ready to head north Thursday at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Baseball tonight on ESPN.
Watch Glenn Anderson looking at the puck that he flipped here. You don't want to watch that puck too long when you've got a great big human being trying to drive you through a wall. That great big human being is Eric Lacroix. It doesn't skate by guys. He skates through guys. What's going on there? That was Mike Keenan that grabbed Al McInnes, and I don't think he was as angry at McInnes as he was at Bill McCreary.
He sent him out to say something to Bill McCreary. He's unhappy, maybe with a line change that wasn't allowed there. And McInnes back out on the ice, couldn't control that one. McTavish doing battle behind the net. Ziplikov, Kristich dropped off. Kristich in the corner, McTavish all over him. Kristich in front. Here's the shot. Ziplikov. Net came off the moorings. The puck's out in front. Break right there for the Blues, who hang on to that 2-1 lead. When they went to the finals, beaten by the Montreal Canadiens that year. A great disappointment for Gretzky to the point of after that game he talked about retiring. And then changed his mind after.
You know, that goal that he scored in that clip that we just had was one of the great disappointments in the last 2 decades for the Toronto Maple Leafs, because they were up by a game in that series. That game forced the 7th game back into that goal forced the 7th game back in Toronto. And that was a series that a writer in Toronto referred to Wayne Gretzky as skating as if he had a piano on his back. He didn't take it lightly.
Bruce McNall here, who helped put the Wayne Gretzky years together, the former Kings owner, on hand tonight for the return of '99. Wayne Gretzky takes to the bench here. Goal and an assist. 30-22 the shots in favor of the Kings, and the Blues are leading it by a score of 2-1. Flip back up for Anderson. And out through center on the collision. Murray Barron collides with Nathan Lafayette. Players and puck rolling in at the other end towards the net. Glenn Anderson back at center will get chased. Didn't like the fact he got grabbed. Does a little battle out there with Yannick Perreault. Third away to center. 2-1. This one far from being decided with 11:56 left to go, and Kelly Rudy cleared it up to the point, and it comes outside the line. Perreault will play it there. Yannick Perreault starts it. Nathan Lafayette on the line with him with Potomski, the rookie. Lafayette shot, save, Fuhr, ouch, boom! Grant Fuhr at his legs underneath him, and Murray Barron charging in. That was scary looking.
Barry Potomski banged into Grant Fuhr, and Murray Barron was trying to do his duty by taking Potomski out, and he knew that Grant Fuhr was going to get caught in the squeeze. Boy, Barron has played a lot in the last 2 nights, and so has Al McInnes, Gary, and that's one of the reasons that the St. Louis Blues, I think, need another goal in this hockey game. Here's the shot from the sharp angle by Lafayette that Grant Fuhr had trouble controlling, but then Murray Barron saw that Potomski was on top of Grant Fuhr, about to fall on him, and just finished the job, pushed him right over.
Grant Fuhr looking for his 320th career win. He is 9th on the all-time list in wins, 10th all-time in games played in the NHL, and of course he started them all this year. Got pulled last night, but he played strongly here tonight. Kevin Todd pinned up. Kravchuk took the puck away. Kravchuk flips it out of the zone.
And Gary, short of another goal, the Blues at least need to play a whole bunch of this last 11 minutes and 20 seconds in the other end.
Yeah.
And they're going to be on their last legs, and the gas tank has to be on empty for guys like Al McInnes and Murray Barron.
Playing last night, playing so much, with only 4D being used.
Yeah.
Back to center to Leach. Puck checked away, not enough to control those. Zessel back up. That one's jammed away, and that's going to be an offside call. See the time remaining here in this third period. St. Louis Blues shifts should get shorter and shorter. Fans applauding Tony Granato's picture up on the screen.
Well, he's a fan favorite here because he gives you absolutely everything he's got. He leaves it on the ice night after night. And his health and his life were in jeopardy before the brain surgery.
That's the biggest hand of the night right there.
No kidding. No kidding. Tony might be saying, hey, wait a minute, something's backwards. I never got a hand that big when I was on the ice.
Fans chanting a little Tony here. 11 minutes left to go in the third period. McGinnis able to hold it in. Hall bats it away, intended for Mateau. Marstrom was there to intercept. Ferraro plays it into the middle. Patrice Carnett lost it along the blue line. John Drews came back to help. It's pinned up at the boards. Now it's scuttled away into the corner. Al McGinnis there. McGinnis the high flip out of the zone. Chris Tardif knocks it down. Ray Ferraro came back to get it, sent it in. John Drews looking, his shot. Save made. Murray Barron's got it, and there goes the net. Tardif ended up colliding. Now on the far side, Murray Barron and Ray Ferraro. Tardif steps in.
Oh, here comes Sean O'Donnell. Yeah. Murray Barron has kind of turned into an enforcer by default on the blue line for the St. Louis Blues because they really don't have any crashers and bangers back there, and that's not Murray Barron's style either. If the St. Louis Blues could use one thing before the trading deadline coming up in 2 days, it is a very physical, scary defenseman. Oh, here we go. Mateau and Tardif.
Yep.
Oh, look out, Patrice. You want to tie that big guy with the long arms up. Mateau landed about 3 right away, and that looked like a fourth one of the jaw. Well, there's 5 minutes for receiving right there. He never threw a punch. Tardif never threw a punch.
Never got Mateau's arms tied up.
Never tried to. Well, with the long reach, I mean, you got to know how to tie him up right, obviously, and neither of these guys fight very much. And as long as both guys are at least trying to swing, the taller guy with the longer reach has the advantage. Ray Ferraro was along the boards with Murray Barron. That's what started the scuffle. But with Murray Barron, Gary, I mean, he's kind of forced into that role. That is not his style, and that is why the St. Louis Blues could really use a big crusher that can act as an enforcer on the blue line for them.
Well, trading deadline's Wednesday.
And you know what? People today have said, any rumors? That said, gosh, you have trouble keeping up with the trades. Never mind the rumors. Today, Janney going to Winnipeg and Darren Turcotte going from Winnipeg to San Jose. Former New York Rangers that just a couple days ago came here in a big deal. Ferraro, Matthias Nordstrom. Ian LaPerriere hurt his shoulder in his first game here, so he's not playing. Nathan Lafayette is in the lineup. But you look at LA's top 10 scorers from last year. I was looking at that at the end of last year, the top 10 scorers. Wayne Gretzky, well, he's not here. He's here tonight for St. Louis. Rick Tocchet, he's not here. Dan Quinn was the third scorer, gone. Yari Curry, gone. Tony Granato, out of the lineup after his surgery. Daryl Sador was number 6, gone. Marty McSorley, number 7, gone. John Drews was the number 8 scorer. He is in the lineup tonight and the only one of the top 10 because numbers 9 and 10 were Burridge and Michel Petit, all gone. 20 players that finished the season on the roster for the Kings are now gone.
Amazing turnover. Dave Taylor, one of the veterans there. Larry Robinson upset on the calls here because the Kings are going to draw the extra minor. And the Blues are going to get a power play out of it. That's what he's upset about. Though for Los Angeles, Tardif 5 for fighting, Ferraro 2 for high sticking, O'Donnell 2 for roughing. The other side of it, Barron's going to get the 2 minutes for cross-checking, and the 5-minute fighting matchup will go to Mateau. So the extra goes to the Kings and a power play for the St. Louis Blues. Blues with a chance to extend their lead. Third power play chance of the game, if not converted on the other 2. Sent back in by Al McGinnis. Again, Gretzky, Hull come out along with Corson on the power play up front. Brett Hull. Hull will set it up off the boards. Corson in front. Gretzky on the near side. Shot deflected wide off Pronger's stick. Behind the net. Hull down to Shane Corson. Puck freed up for Smolik. Smolik trying to move it out. Instead, it rolls on to Kelly Rudy, who covers it up. Kelly Rudy's going to be a free agent when this season is done, so the end of this year matters to him. 35 years old now, would like to play some more, has not had a good season, especially the last 8 where he hasn't got a win.
Not always the goaltending. In the case of the LA Kings, you talk about a team that has been in a constant state of flux for about the last season and a half to 2 seasons. You're looking at it. Nothing has been stable, from ownership to the players to the situations that presented themselves on and off the ice.
The only thing that's remained constant is that Los Angeles goaltenders face the most shots of any goaltenders in the league.
So if you want to showcase your talents, you're in the right spot.
Yeah. We'll get plenty of chances. Although tonight, Kings have outshot St. Louis 32-22. Still a minute 4 left on the power play for the Blues. Torsten on the near side. Gretzky behind the net. Gretzky out in front. Backhand chance save made by Kelly Rudy. Not out of the zone. McGinnis. Kravchuk at the point. That's Hull. Hull looking. Gretzky down low. Gretzky moves. Gretzky dropped it. Shot wide. Defense sneaking in on the far side. Kravchuk. Hull back up on the near side. McGinnis held it in. Had no one to go to. And Smolik will clear it out. 37 left on the Blues advantage. Circling around the net. One last rush here on the power play with 30 seconds left on it. Kravchuk, Pronger. Pronger sends it in high off the glass, over the glass, and into the seats. And the faceoff will come out at center ice. The Blues having 24 seconds left on the advantage. Brett Hull still trying to get things going here. Second on the team in scoring with 39 goals, 37 assists. Gretzky, of course, number 1 in scoring, heading for that 100-point mark with 94 points in the year.
And with Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hull being really an awesome twosome when it comes to creating offense, the question for the St. Louis Blues now becomes, can they generate any second-line scoring? Here's the chance moments ago. Gretzky stepped out, tried a little wraparound of his own. Kelly Rudy got that with the heel of his stick, barely. For the LA Kings, the question is, can they find first-line scoring? Ray Ferraro is their top center now, but they have to find one line that can produce offense. The Blues at least are pretty confident, and they should be, that Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hull are going to provide at least that second line for them.
Back out through center they come. 7 seconds left in the power play for the Blues. Glenn Anderson. Adam Creighton. Creighton circling. Backhand shot. Kelly Rudy reaches and hangs on, and Anderson gets dumped out in front by Nordstrom. They'll separate. Penalty is over. 8:28 to go in the third, and the St. Louis Blues hanging on to that 2-1 lead. Beautiful evening here in Los Angeles. Upper 60s today, around 70 in the sunshine, and a very nice night out there. And Wayne Gretzky did again what he was brought here for, a sellout crowd. Only he came with St. Louis.
Sounded like the weather report that Brian Engblom gave us from rinkside last night in Anaheim.
I'm not meteorologically approved, though. There's Mrs. Gretzky, Janet, on hand here for this return. Wayne, I asked him tonight, are you nervous about the daughter's operation here will affect your play? He said, I know she's going to be okay, but Janet's worried. Wayne is hanging tomorrow for the eye operation. His daughter will get tightened up the muscle and the wandering eye and join the team tomorrow night on the road. Back in behind the net. Smolik waiting here. Teams are back at full strength. Shots are 32-24 in favor of the Kings. Smolik leads the charge. Over the Reds. St. Louis lining up. Intercepted. Kravchuk there. Kravchuk moves it in. Nobody there with him, and he did keep it onside, however. Hudson gets dumped in the corner. No call on that one as Vopat got away with a hook. And he'll start the charge. Vopat bringing it up. Blues are changing here behind the play. Vopat moves in. The shot, he missed on the short side. Rebound all the way down to the Los Angeles end. Finn comes back to get it. Had Hull right there with him. Gretzky sends it back up. Knocked down again. Vopat's trying to get to the bench over there. The puck hitting twice. Kings trying to get their changes completed here, and they do. Ferraro couldn't quite reach that one. Ball shot by McGinnis out of the zone. St. Louis kind of going into that prevent D right now. Finn goes back in behind the net, but a lot of time left. 7:13 with a 2-1 Blues lead.
Still good idea when you don't have any play at the red line, at the center red line, to at least get it in deep. Force him to come 200 feet for the scoring chance.
Tomsky sent that one into Ferraro. Ferraro dumped it behind the net. Tomsky getting chase over there. Kings will get it and clear it out. Tomsky put the big hit on the far side on Creighton. Got that out of the zone. Touched up here for the icing call. Wayne Gretzky signed through this year. Will he sign again with the Blues?
I don't foresee any major problems or major hang-ups. This is where I want to play, and Mike has been first class to me, and I've enjoyed playing for him, so I'm sure we're going to get worked out.
No deal done yet. He's talking about Mike Keenan, his coach, is also the GM, of course. He'll negotiate the deal. We'll see. Big question about whether or not he would come back next year, and that was one of the hang-ups apparently in getting the deal done initially, whether or not they could get a long-term contract completed before they announced it. They didn't. Craig McTavish out there to take the face-off against Kevin Todd. Todd wanted back to the point. Nordstrom short, partially blocked. Shuchuk centers it. all the way off the near side boards and out of the zone. Coming back to get it. Ziplikov. Kings now dumping it back in. Kuchuk leveled over there on the far side. Didn't think much of it. Gets back up and back into play. Off the near side boards. Todd waiting. Leach has got it pinned up there. Todd, Leach, little headlock. WW2. Cleared back into the corner. Todd and Pronger do battle.
That's WWF, isn't it?
Oh, that was World War II, Paul. Todd knocked down, and finally a whistle here. Leach just was not going to let go of that puck for the St. Louis Blues. 6:10 left to go. Where Steve Leach earns his living, right there against the wall. On the Deuce, Wednesday at 7:30, the Boston Bruins, Leach's former team, battling for a playoff spot. 3 points out, take on the New Jersey Devils. Wednesday at 7:30. Friday, the 1 and 2 teams in the West, the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings, will go at it Wednesday and Friday. The NHL on the Deuce. 6:10 remaining to go here. Mike Keenan behind the bench, 842nd game as an NHL coach. That one went through and Fuhrer was there. Just dumped in by Smolik, but through a screen or two. Centered back in off the side of the net. The Kings this close to getting this game tied up here. Zezel lost his stick, kicks it away. Blues trying to clear and having trouble doing it. They don't. Stepping up was Bopat that time to hold it in. Now it rolls away and Pearson's there. He's not played a lot tonight. Pearson in this game. Out here now with Hull working on this line. Peter Zezel is also out there with him. Keenan probably trying to get the freshest of the legs he has remaining out of the ice. Bopat up the boards, jamming it. Pearson trying to hold it in, could not. Coming back up ice, Yannick Perreault looking for that game-tying goal and way offside. 5:20 left in regulation.
Mike Keenan continues to go with his 4 defensemen, just as he did last night in the game in Anaheim. Al McInnes gets more minutes than anybody because he plays all the special team situations as well as regular strength, and he is closing in on the 30-minute mark. We're down to 5:20 to go. He'll top that by the time this one's over. Then it's half the game. You hit the 30-minute mark, you are a horse. I don't care if you're Ray Bourque or Wayne Gretzky or Mario Lemieux. You hit the 30-minute mark, you're a horse.
They're looking for that one more to take the 2-goal lead. St. Louis Blues are. They have not trailed in this game. 1-0, then 2-1. That's the way it has stayed here, as Gretzky got the first one at the 7-minute mark. Smolik came back at 8:33 to tie the game up in the second period. Mateau in the second at 15:10 from Hull and Gretzky. What now is the game winner. And in the corner, John Drew shakes his head yes. Whistle blown on the penalty here. It's going to be an interference call on the Blues. Big time penalty with 5:13 to go in this game. Drews is the one who got interfered with by Hudson. So a power play opportunity here for the Kings. A chance for them to get this thing tied up. Interference call at 14:17. Power play number 7 coming up in this game for the Kings. And we said you keep piling them up like this, something's got to give. Robinson's team gets the opportunity one more time. There's Ray Ferraro. Kristich. Ziplikov. Nordstrom is on the near side. Out in front, nobody in front now. Kristich gets there. Save made by Grant Fuhrer. And it bounces away. Hull and Gretzky shorthanded. 2-on-3. Hull will go in alone. Back the other way. St. Louis changing it up. Near side, Kristich. Waiting. His teammates, bad pass. Pronger intercepted and cleared.
Good play by Chris Pronger, man. He used all of the reach, all of the length of the stick.
Quick change again for the Blues. Ray Ferraro in. Shot blocked out deep. Mike Keenan trying to get fresh legs out every time that puck is taken out of the zone. Already has 2 changes. Nordstrom drops it far side. Shot deflected in. Ziplikov. Fuhrer the
save. Puck loose, but the whistle blows. Vladimir Seplikov, who missed 45 games with a knee injury, playing in his 13th this year, almost had one. Our head and shoulders storyline, the return of Gretzky. 2 points tonight, 2,600 in his career. Hall's added 2 assists. Power plays ineffective both ways. How about a head and shoulders replay? Okay, here's one now. Talked about Grand Fuhrer having to make some big saves to preserve the win here. There is one right there. That qualifies as a big one. Full extension, left toe save, and it is still 2-1. Here's the goal that made it 2-1. Step on my toe. Kelly Rudy with a big O looking up, couldn't believe it. Minute 3 left in the power play for the Kings, but they got to clear the zone. 4:13 left to go in the game. The Blues have the 2-1 lead. Nordstrom back at his own blue line, starts it up for Kevin Todd. Todd dumps it off on that wide side point. Lacroix, he'll move down in front of the net now. Lacroix down in front of Nathan Lafayette as they get it set up. 43 left on it. Lacroix, nowhere to go down low. Deflected shot and cleared out of the zone by Glenn Anderson on Yachmanev's chance. Nordstrom again. Gretzky comes out on the penalty killing unit again. Lacroix tipped it along the boards. Tied up by Pronger over there. Down to 23 left on the power play, and they can't hold it in. The power play has hurt tonight. Kings just struggling with it. No confidence in it. A lot of errant passes that have rolled free. Kochmanev will start it up again. Kings change it up. They've got 8 left on the power play. Set off the boards. Lafayette, Pronger collide. Puck free on the wide side. Tardif went over to get it. Didn't get there in time, and Hull clears it out. That'll do it. So Hull got it out of there, and the time has expired on the penalty, and the Kings unable to take advantage of it. It remains a 2-1 lead for the St. Louis Blues with 3 minutes to go in the third period. Tardif giving chase into the corner. Coming right into your living rooms on that one. Off the boards, Leach, Cruz, couldn't control. Finn sends it back in. Now McGinnis will chase down behind the net. St. Louis up 2-1. Off the stick and out as Thoreau tried to knock it down. Murray Barron. Barron runs into John Cruz. McTavish picks up the puck. Greg McTavish of the Blues starts ahead. Down the board side, ships it in. Kelly Rudy there. Rudy trying to clear it around. Leach read it, blocked it. Leach tied up in the corner. Stevie Leach after it. Digging, had it momentarily. Pronger can't hold it in. Adam Creighton comes back to get it. Blues 2-1 lead. Back in behind the net, Boucher for the Kings. Boucher around the far side. Dump it back in. Blues just trying to force Kings to come the full length of the ice here. So far, successfully so, getting it at the blue line, sending it back. Kravchuk icing waved off. Kravchuk will chase it down. Igor Kravchuk looking at the time remaining here in regulation. Hull got it out of the zone. Gretzky, Mateau will bring it in. Picked up by Nordstrom. Nordstrom backing up in his own end. Cost him a chance to clear. Hull to Nordstrom. Had the chance, and Kelly Rudy has to knock it away. Far side Shewchuk sent it a little bit deeper. Play behind the net to Nordstrom. 1:34 left to go. We'll keep an eye on Kelly Rudy if the Kings can get the puck at the other end. Lacroix sent back in by Shewchuk. Rolled into the corner. Ray Ferraro over to get it. Ferraro sends it back in behind the net. Time remaining in the third period. Kings trying to get it tied up. Rolls in. Icing call, no. It went in on net. Rudy was forced to play that. Bopat comes back. Bopat. Zezel was right out there in front of him, forcing that light pass to Seplikov. Kings have to go a little deeper. Minute 6 remaining here in regulation. Glove down by Barron at center. And out of the zone, Al McGinnis. 1 minute left to go. Kelly Rudy edging out of that crease, asking the bench if they want him to move. Can't now. They don't have control. Grand Fuhrer played it off to Al McGinnis. McGinnis wants to clear it out of the zone and did. Finn will chase. 2-1 lead. Blues on top. Gretzky 1-1 in this game. The St. Louis Blues looking to pick up the W. Corson. Kelly Rudy's heading to the bench. Extra skater out. Kristich behind the net. Centering pass batted away. Turnaround shot. Fuhrer made the save. Loose in front. Still loose behind the net. Kristich and Seplikov were both in front on that. It's cleared out of the zone by Glenn Anderson.
The Kings running out of time here. Near side Kristich. Kristich shoots it into the corner. Back in behind the net. Blues need another clear here. Do not get it. Kristich. Kristich tried to dump it down low. Couldn't. It was blocked. Empty net. Brett Hall, 8 seconds left. It's over. Brett Hall and the Blues have a 3-1 lead. And Wayne Gretzky's return to Los Angeles in a Blues uniform will be a Blues victory.
Brett Hall has played a terrific hockey game. A lot of his effort has taken place away from the eye of the camera, because he has made a lot of great plays away from the puck. But this man has been a workhorse tonight, Brett Hall. I mean, he has back-checked, he has killed penalties. I love Brett Hall in the second night of back-to-back games. I think he's got great stamina. He is a very strong athlete. And the chemistry was far more evident tonight between Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hall than it was last night in Anaheim. It's coming, folks. It's coming.
Another 40-goal season on the empty netter in 1954. The 7th time he has reached the 40-goal mark. He is 9th in the league in goals scored. And another frustrating night for the Los Angeles Kings, who've lost their 4th in a row, as Hall, unassisted in 1954, ends it. Wayne Gretzky gets a goal and an assist in this game to beat his former team, the Los Angeles Kings.
And as I mentioned, the St. Louis Blues know that they have first-line scoring. They were able to win the game on the strength of that. When the competition gets a little stiffer down the stretch and in the playoffs, be a big load for the St. Louis Blues unless they can find second-line scoring. The LA Kings can't even find first-line scoring, and boy, oh boy, there is a major league souvenir. How about that?
Look at the look in those eyes. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Get me out of here while I still got it.
Get the armed escort to get me out of here.
Holy cow. Final shots, 36-26. All smiles, Wayne Gretzky. There you go. Above all, he loves to win. And that's the end all.
Perhaps even more than that, Gary. And these aren't the same. He hates to lose.
Yep. You're right. Well, he didn't here tonight. Grant Fuhr gets the victory in net. The Los Angeles Kings are beaten by Wayne Gretzky and the St. Louis Blues. 3-1 our final score. Delighted we had a chance to bring this one to you with the return of Gretzky, his first performance here. They lost at Anaheim last night, but they get the win here. That's the 31st victory of the season for the St. Louis Blues. There's a goal and an assist here tonight. Hull picked up a goal and 2 assists. Gretzky, Rudy, and Fuhr were the 1, 2, and 3 stars in this game. For Joe Morgan, Bill Clement, and all of our crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks for joining us.